Hi, I'm Saz Russell, a relationship coach here to help you have more ease, care, and connection in your relationships. And today I'll be talking about expectations and what happens when a relationship doesn't meet your expectations. And this is part of my series, Whole on Your Own: How to Stop Waiting for Relationships to Complete You. In romantic relationships, or any relationships, we can have both implicit and explicit expectations. Implicit expectations are not directly expressed and are based on assumptions, cultural norms, or past experiences that may or may not be consciously recognized by the person holding those expectations. Explicit expectations are clear, detailed, and directly stated, fully revealed or expressed without vagueness or ambiguity. In romantic relationships, our implicit expectations can lead us to experience hope, then disappointment when reality doesn't meet our expectations. The myth of the one, that is, a romantic partner that completes us and makes us whole, can lead us to hope we'll get everything we want and need from our romantic partner. And because they love and know us so well, we won't even need to name what our wants are or even necessarily be very clear within ourselves about what those wants are, because the relationship is expected to be a panacea, the solution and remedy for our struggles and longings. Or maybe we explicitly state what we want and our partner still doesn't give it to us. Or maybe we get what we thought we wanted but are still disappointed because it didn't fulfill us in the way we were expecting. Wanting things from a romantic partner isn't the problem. The wanting of things that result in a feeling of disappointment around how our expectations weren't met, and then how that turns into a bid for control over someone else or a power play, that's the problem. Claude Steiner defined a power play as making somebody do something they don't want to do or keeping somebody from doing something they do want to do. When our hopes go unrealized, we can use that as an excuse to try to control or power play someone else. But I would like to offer you the alternative of bringing your power back to yourself rather than trying to be okay by controlling someone else. It's okay to have expectations. Our brains were designed to try to predict the future based on past events, and it's natural to feel disappointed when we don't get what we wanted. Rather than not having expectations or denying ourselves our understandable feelings of disappointment when things don't go the way we wanted them to, we can instead stop our bids for control when we notice ourselves getting overly attached to a specific outcome. When we try to control our experience by controlling other people, we experience the world as happening to us, and this can cause us feelings of hurt, grief, anger, fear, shame. Those feelings feel awful. They make us feel helpless, powerless, incapable, hopeless. A common move is for us to try to stop those nasty feelings by stopping other people from doing the things that are causing us to feel that way. But that creates defensiveness and disconnection in others, leading us to get more of what we don't want and less of what we do want, and our energy spirals lower as our desperation increases. The antidote is to turn inward toward our experience. We accept the unacceptable, including our powerlessness over other people, their feelings, their behaviors, and even our habits and instinctual behaviors. We accept that there are some circumstances that in this moment are beyond our control. Then we can choose our response. First, we hold ourselves and learn how to self-regulate through our feelings of hurt, disappointment, anger, grief. This may look like soothing practices such as a walk in nature, drinking hot tea, baking, listening to soft music, taking a nap. Or in order to regulate, we may need an intensity practice like running, lifting weights, foam rolling, breaking something safely, or yelling when other people aren't around. This isn't to stop you from feeling what you're feeling, but rather to hold yourself through the feelings. Then determine 100% of what you want. When you're deciding what you want, it's not only fine, but more realistic to include other people in your consideration. What others want and how they behave impacts us. We're social creatures, after all. But as you illuminate your 100%, watch out for any bids for control that rear their ugly heads. We can build trust in ourselves that we can care for ourselves through our disappointment rather than using our energy to try to stop someone else from disappointing us. Then we can make a plan for how we want to handle our circumstances as they are, not how we expected them to be. Accepting the unacceptable, practicing self-attunement, and asking for 100% of what we want is much more empowering and successful than trying to control others. It isn't easy to switch from trying to control somebody else to accepting the unacceptable about our experience and then responding accordingly. But when we upgrade to this more pragmatic and life-affirming way of meeting our experience, we reduce our stress, become less reactive and more responsive, and the waters of our internal state begin to calm. It takes time to embody a new way of expressing ourselves, so it's good to offer ourselves some compassion as we practice. If you'd like support crafting soothing or intensity practices to help you regulate after disappointment, or if you need help uncovering your 100%, or if you need help navigating how your 100% differs from somebody else's 100%, book a one-to-one session or a mediation with me using the link in my bio. So be it. See to it.